Okay, now we're going.
Oh.
Sorry.
Means it's the hour 9 o'clock. We'll call this meeting to order and have roll call.
Hess.
Here.
Bobbitt.
Here.
Vite.
Here.
Very good. If y'all bow your heads, we'll have a word of prayer. Our dear Lord and Heavenly Father, we thank you, dear Lord, for this day and all the many blessings in it. We thank you, dear Lord, for the sunshine, the rain, the seed time, and the harvest that we've experienced. We ask you, dear Lord, to watch over each and every one of our employees, help them return home to their families safely. We ask that you watch over us as this board and help us to guiding us in our decisions that we make. Help it to better our constituents. We, dear Lord, we ask that you watch over us and keep us out of harm's way mostly. We ask you, dear Lord, that you be with the legislators, help them to enact laws and pass laws and to help us to fulfill our jobs by financing and leadership. We ask you, dear Lord, to forgive us our sins and shortcomings. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Cindy, would you lead us in a flag salute?
Salute.
Yeah.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I acknowledge that the agenda was properly posted in accordance to the Open Meeting Act.
Very good. Comments from the public on the below agenda items? Seeing there's none, we'll go down to item 6A, payroll.
Yes. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
What is
You
today?
need them all, or you just
Third or
need
fourth? Or?
Today's the 4th.
Oh, sorry.
Here's 3.
All right.
Take the one. We
Oh,
don't
gotcha.
need that. Yeah, just so we have
Okay,
access
gotcha.
to
Okay.
start looking at them.
Okay, thank you.
Good morning, Steve.
you seen the courthouse?
I have signed.
Hello, I need to print one more thing out. I just remembered if someone could come in, please. Thank you.
He just didn't update that sheet.
Oh, okay, yeah. I think I had put a deal and said to update it. Got ya. Let's see. I think I've seen that one. I've seen that one. I've seen that one.
Alex, is Jeremy, his pay is that, and then we add the 600 differential.
Yeah, she forgot to type in the box, so I wrote it and
In
had
here.
Scott sign it.
Okay, very good.
I don't know if Max has seen all those.
Yes, I've
You've
seen
all
them,
okay.
yeah. The sheriff's office is the last one, and I have it.
Did that?
Yeah, we haven't seen that yet.
Raise your hand.
Oh, get these out of
You're
there.
fine.
You sure?
Yeah, you're fine.
Whoa. Almost signed yours.
Oh, go ahead.
Guess it wouldn't be the first time, but
No, probably the last.
no. Either way.
Mm-hmm.
You got on at lunchtime. Then come over to your house. Get me a crate. Let him take it to the bed at lunchtime.
I've got one. I've got a crate.
Okay.
Just let me know. Because he's used to it.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks.
He needs to, at the very least, we can to the bed and check get him shot and stuff. And then I'll have to check what we're gonna do.
What's another can?
You want me to put him back in?
Just make sure you pay attention to the page number. Weeks on that too. And that one as well.
You told Pioneer about the installation date by the 17th.
Well, the first one had the 15 rule, and he said, there's no way that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I think he said we're gonna really have to push it to get it through then, but I think if we just insist, whoever y'all go with, this is part of the deal.
Right, right.
If you can't do it, then
You can't do it.
look for someone else.
Yeah.
And then we'll go from there. Here's copies for you.
Okay.
Oh, is that the original?
I don't know.
No, I think the original
Oh, yeah, it doesn't matter.
right here.
It's all good.
I'd make a motion to approve payroll.
I'll second that.
Okay, it's been moved and it's been seconded. All in favor?
Hess.
Aye.
Bobbit.
Aye.
Fight.
Aye.
Payroll is approved. Item B, transfers of appropriations.
None.
None.
Payroll's done.
That's good. Item C, purchase orders and travel claims.
None.
None. Wow.
We do have one blanket.
Okay, item D, blanket purchase orders.
I'd move to approve blanket purchase orders.
I'll second that.
Okay, it's been moved and it's been seconded. All in favor?
Hess.
Aye.
Bobbit.
Aye.
Fight.
Aye.
Oh,
I saw
sorry.
It's all right. You had to write yourself a note.
Yeah, I do. I don't need to.
Thanks, Alex. Okay, item E, proposal request PR 25, revision dated the 1st 24/19, 6-inch pipe bollards southeast of the Sheriff's Office driveway, Phase 1, as provided by Ambler Architects and Kyler Construction Group. I know that they had come talk to us about this one time before, about needing to do that, and we discussed the cement that needed to be put around it and things. I noticed on here it says that this does not include painting.
I noticed
Painting
that too.
not included. So,
I guess we can get some cans of spray paint and paint it.
I guess so. But anyway, the CM fee $40 and the materials, and then the total would be $840.
Yeah, they're gonna put I think that's a better deal. Put those
Yep.
bollards on
Keep
there.
it from
Yeah.
getting run over.
I'd make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
Okay. Cindy made the motion and Dean seconded. All in favor?
Yes,
Aye.
Bobbit?
Aye.
Right?
Aye.
I haven't been doing this, but I think it might be good for me to start having y'all sign on those.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So
that'll be
which
good.
one
Here's
is
this one
this
here.
the original?
That one
Okay,
there's
that one.
Those are
Okay.
your copies
Okay.
there.
Yeah, gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah, and that way we know they're approved, and we don't have to
Right.
go
Have
look
to
at
go look in
minutes.
the minutes. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I thought. I'm going to start
Yeah.
doing that, and I did that on this one.
That's good.
Yeah.
And then item F is contingency usage, details of PR1 through PR25, and the remaining contingency balance of $27,259. Phase 1 is provided by Ambler Architects.
And so this is the end of it.
That's my understanding. That should
This
be
is
there shouldn't be any more change
so
orders
that
for
phase one would be
And I think
complete.
once this is approved, then they'll come back and give you like a final. We did get on the last payment that will come through on Monday. It's like 13,000. There was a release of there's a release on that. So
Now, we haven't had our final inspection meeting yet,
oh okay.
so we're
Okay,
not
well,
releasing them.
no.
Okay,
from-
okay.
No, yeah.
Well, no, it was something from them that they provide. I'll scan it to you all today, or I
And
can have her
that's
go pull it.
Phase 1 here, that's,
Mhm,
okay.
Okay.
Let me just. You want to look at it now, or do you
No,
want
this
Yeah,
is just
no.
Okay.
we're just
Me too.
signing off on the balance, remaining
Right.
balance. We're not. That's all. We're not signing off on the
Exact-
project
yes,
or
right,
anything.
yes.
Just the money.
Yes.
Just
Because-
the money.
Total figure on the phase one?
I can
Cost
calculate.
doesn't
I
list
can
here.
get it
No,
for you.
this is
This is contingency
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
yeah. We didn't we didn't
We do have, this
yeah.
is the last payment for phase one, correct?
What did
not
they
payment.
say?
This is just showing what our we haven't made
The
the last payment.
change order.
This last change order. So we came in under budget, $27,259 under budget.
But we don't know what the budget is.
I don't remember.
Well, I can look on the contract. I can get you those.
What did they find out about the heating and air?
Yeah, that we don't want to sign off until we get that.
Right,
We-
right.
That's,
Well,
yeah.
and when Scott called me last time when they was up here, they found out that they had reversed the flow of some of the units, and that is what the problem was, that the units wasn't meeting the specs.
And
but-
that ought to be on them and not on us.
That's right, and I want to make sure that is all cleared up before, and we didn't hurt anything
right.
by having that, because we've turned both pumps on, and we went from 45 pounds up to 60 pounds,
Maxed out.
maxed them out, and we still wasn't passing. So I want to make sure that is changed and fixed before we sign off on any of that. So,
I'd make a motion to approve the contingency balance as of April 4th, 2019, that shows the 25 different change orders, a balance of $27,259.
I'll second that.
okay, Cindy moved and Dean seconded. All in favor?
Yes.
Aye.
Bobbit.
Aye.
Right.
Aye.
Motion carried. Item G, notice to bidder
Do we
06.
need to sign that now?
Okay. 2019. Hey Scott, what did you find out about the heating and air when they?
Almost is here right now. They're still working on it.
Oh, they're still working on it.
As far as I know, is that when they were here last week, I think it was.
Yeah.
And they did a balancing test and everything else. Some of them had the proper flow. Some of them didn't. They had to turn it into Chad, which Chad would have to turn it into the engineer. And I don't
So
know
you
if
haven't
I'm-
heard anything back?
I haven't heard anything back from them. So, but I just noticed that they were here today.
Okay.
And I just also noticed that there is a couple plugins. I think there's one in Desi's office right there at the corner, and there's one up there in the courtroom. I don't think are not working properly. As far as Anthony told me that this unit, when they phased it and set it up, that it's supposed to be a 3-phase breaker. So they had to put it on a 2-phase and then wire it down here to a different 1-phase. So they have to come back.
Make a
and fix
list
that.
of everything that you know that's not completed or that's wrong, that's giving problems and stuff. It's not on the agenda to be talked about right now.
Okay.
So if you'll just make a list, we'll get to it. Okay?
Okay, will do.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Item G, notice to bidder 06-2019 revised to 06-2019A due to error in verbiage of the notice on the internet relocation.
The auditor had, and this was my mistake, but I think also I changed the verbiage up in here and added some things. But we had a statement in here about qualified bidders after reopening, and so I had to take that statement out. But I did get with Brandon and I had Desi look over this too, the content of and so I did put in there that the bidder doesn't have to bid on because like HealthPro's not going to probably want to bid on dropping, all the lines, but then in turn we do need, as far as like the telephone and all that, because this is including telephone, internet, voice over, or
So you're going to have them line item bid it, but the problem is if one bidder wants to bid on it, they're going to give you a better package deal if they do all of it, as opposed to just saying, well, I might only get one thing, so I better bid them higher.
Would it be better if we because as Penny, do you know on the HealthPro, they want to move their own servers, is that correct?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
I've already talked to Brandon again, and he wanted to see the bid, and I directed him to the
first one, yeah.
No, I directed him to the newspaper article.
Oh, okay.
And he contacted me back and said, I can't open that. He couldn't open it on the website,
Oh,
so there's a difficulty with the website.
Okay.
I think she got that fixed yesterday.
Okay. Yeah. 'Cause I saw you.
I think so, because I was trying to open something, I couldn't get it open, but
Okay.
that was on agendas.
Yeah, there's several agendas that
There was
can be
two
open.
of them that they are now,
We've
but
been
I
sending
didn't.
them, yeah.
But I don't know. I didn't unless I'm opening them. I don't know. I didn't open bids, so I didn't tell her there was a problem with bids. So if there's a problem with the bid,
and on this, it doesn't have to be approved today because it won't go to publication till Monday anyway.
Monday.
So we can reword it if you want. Maybe we need to say something about core processor vendors excluded or something
We could
like
give them an
that.
option.
why can't anybody can move a server? It doesn't have to be It doesn't have to be X, Y, or Z. I mean, I think that anybody can unplug a server and move it as long as they have the integrity and then it works when it's moved. I mean, or a computer or anything.
Well, I guess
Well, hell yeah, I can unplug it. And I can plug it back in, but that doesn't mean it's going to work right.
Penny, I said as long as it works after it was completed.
But you're acting like we could just
No.
No.
Any
Maybe
vendor.
Because you know how
Any
much we
vendor.
spent on the computer.
Yeah.
Maybe we ought to
Any
give them a
vendor.
choice. Maybe you could bid everything, phone lines,
How you
IT.
gonna compare those bids?
Yeah, that's,
How you gonna compare the bids and say which bid is better? If it's not like bids, you got to have every bid's got to be, unless you just say everything is unique. But I don't think you're going to get as good a bid if you bundle it all together and say we want all of this moved. I think they're going to give you a way better price than if you say, well, bid me to move this and bid me to move that and bid me to move this.
Right.
Because they might be
I see.
$1 cheaper on this one. This person gets 3 things. This person gets 3 things. This person gets 8 things. and then you've got how many people in there working on it, and they'll say, well, it's not my problem, they messed it up.
Right.
Well, I guess my question too is okay, like, but like Kelpro, if they bid on it, they're not able to do the voice over, like the phone connecting stuff, right? But now, like,
Well, I don't. If you want to take and bid all the phone stuff and all the computer stuff, I don't have a problem
so
with
like
that.
split it out like internet, maybe internet services.
Well,
one bid,
you better
or
ask Tim because the phone service is connected to our
the
internet.
internet,
So,
So maybe just not the server relocation on this bid.
no, we want that included in it because we want to get a bid on getting all of the. I think you better ask Tim how to bid that because he knows what is needed for the phones and the, I think they can probably bid phones and then the rest of everything. But when I'm talking about, I want them to move. I want them to say, your office, you have 5 computers and 2 printers and 1 server. And this office has, all this, so they know exactly what they're moving.
And I know Pioneer did come and look around, and I think Canopla is coming.
They're coming
to look
today.
Around.
Yes.
And honestly, like the Pioneer guy said, yes, they can move everything.
So we probably need each office to have a list that says, the county clerk's office has 5 computers, 2 printers, and 1 server.
Okay.
And then whatever, you've got 3 printers and 10 computers and a server or whatever. That way we know exactly what we're bidding on, and if you didn't include it, and all of a sudden you say, oh, I forgot, I want them to move that, or maybe, I don't know that we need all our printers. I don't know. I don't know. Well, you can put them there. I don't know that they all need to be hooked up, is what I'm saying. Yeah. Yeah. We can put them against the wall. I don't know that we need. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what everybody's printers do.
Like share, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Can we
Just
not share a printer? I mean,
have one per office.
Yeah, or something.
Per, like
area or something. If
You
we
don't
can.
want them printing 10,000 statements on them.
Oh,
That's the deals you're going to run into.
Yeah.
Is those peak periods.
So.
You're going to need a printer to be able to collect tax, and then.
But maybe have a couple in each office, even, or something,
something,
rather than having all 3 or 4.
Right.
I see what you're saying.
And if they're networked, I think everybody can, if yours is tied up, I think you can still shoot over and print on this.
You can
print.
change your.
Yeah.
So if
long as
something
they're
like
all
that is,
together.
maybe you can default the other stuff to another printer that isn't being used. So.
Yeah. Okay.
So, but I think you better get with, and you need to make sure that Tim can be here the day. Everybody needs to have a list. Tim and Brandon probably need to be here because there's going to be questions that, that we don't obviously know.
Okay.
And every officer probably needs to be here to make sure that whatever they've got in their offices is covered.
Okay.
So
I'll work on that today. I'll have it on Mondays.
that'd be good.
Okay, so we're not going to do anything on G. Item H, notice to bidder for 07-2019 for the purchase of 1 or more rescue trucks with walk-around rescue body per request of Holly Fire Department. It's a rebid from 04-2019. There's no qualified bidder received at public bid opening. We had one received, but it wasn't signed, and Stephen suggested that we not accept that. Of course, not signed. I called the gentleman and he said, I'm sure we signed it, and he pulled it up and he said, no, we didn't sign it. So he was aware of it. Apologized for that. I called Holly Fire Department and told Jeff what the deal was. He said, let's just get it right this time. And so Cindy's changed the dates. We'll open April the 22nd in our regular meeting and send it out.
Actually, you might state, I put that they can submit them to our office until Monday at
8 o'clock.
because of Friday being Good Friday.
Yeah.
And so that
Got you.
yeah. So
ya.
I thought, well, we'll just do it till Monday of 8,
Instead of Thursday.
whichever you prefer. I mean,
I'd rather have them Thursday
Then
just
you know-
because they can say, well, it was in the mail and how come you didn't get
Okay,
it or something.
okay.
I'd rather do it Thursday.
Okay, well, that's no problem. I can go change that real quick. And we'll
Yeah,
just take
Thursday
a
at
second.
4:30 or whatever
Okay,
it
yeah.
is.
Okay, well, let me change that real quick. And If you'll, hi, can you come in for a
4
second
o'clock
or
or something. 4 o'clock
Okay, thank
Thursday.
you. Bye-bye.
Which
something?
is
4 o'clock and then
4
that way
o'clock,
we'll know.
Thursday the 18th.
The 18th.
Okay.
April 18th.
Change that real quick. Change that one.
Well, everybody needs to realize that they need to have it in there before the deadline
I know,
anyway.
yeah. I don't know how many people walk in at the last minute, but
Yeah.
you know.
Well, we got into that before where we had open bids on a Monday, but the mail didn't get there till
Right.
after we had
That's why we
already
changed them to being.
awarded. So, thank you.
I'd make a motion to approve the bid 072-2019 notice to bidder for purchase of one or more rescue trucks with walk-around rescue body.
I'll second.
Okay, it's been moved and it's been seconded to approve the bid 07-2019 for the purchase of one or more rescue trucks. All in favor?
Hess,
Aye.
Bobbit,
Aye.
Bite.
Aye.
Motion carried. Yeah, it says it'll be open at 9:30 on Monday,
Okay.
but accepted through 8 o'clock Thursday.
Okay, we've got
You-
two.
did
We've
you-
got
Oh,
another.
well.
Did you change that on there?
Yeah, I changed it
Yeah,
on
the
there.
To 4. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Well, do we open another bid on that day too?
Yes, we do.
I think so.
Yeah, so it's gonna be hard to open both of them at 9:30, but we can.
Well,
Yeah, maybe close enough, I guess.
yeah, IT
Yeah.
did.
No,
Oh, we're,
no,
'cause
we
we're
open our.
rebidding that.
We're
I was just-
no, our moving of the trailers.
oh,
Yeah, and I don't know what time those open. Do those open at 9:30?
I'm not sure.
Yeah. Well,
Probably.
Yeah.
I mean, if
Put
you
'em
want,
on-
I can go change
no,
this.
that's fine. They'll be
No,
close
that'll
enough.
be good enough. Okay. That brings us down to item I, courthouse renovation and relocation of offices. I know we talked about it. We received a letter from DHS that they were going to move out and not need space when they come back. And I know that we've had a couple officers ask for different spacing, and we hadn't made up our mind who was going to get who or what. But we need to kind of decide a little bit about space so we can, if we have to change anything in the renovation, that we can adapt for the offices that are going to be in that space. So, anyway. And we're still planning on trying to move out by the end of May, right? Be out of here and everything. That's why the IT thing is becoming a pressing issue, that we get lined out so we don't
Yeah.
hurry them any more than they're already going to be hurried
Yeah.
and stuff. DHS sent us a letter. We acknowledge that they are not. They're going to close this office up here, and it'll be able to be done online now. So that's going to be closed. The election board had asked for another space if they could, if it come up in the move, and Stephen had mentioned that he would like to have that. So we need to decide. And Dina, with the court clerk, has wanted to have more space too for a jury room. So we have to, if you guys have anything to add on your behalf, we'll listen to
May
that.
I speak? We went up and looked in the OSU Extension office, and that second, here's my thought, or I mean, just kind of what's in my head, is the DA would go in the DHS offices, because that does give him that safety glass window or whatever in there. And then in the OSU Extension office, there is actually, in that second little closet we were looking yesterday, there's actually a door, and it's just paneled over. So where you could create an exterior door, it's kind of behind the elevators. You know, as you get off the elevator,
Okay.
kind of in the middle back there, there's a door, and it's just been paneled. You can see, if you look in the closet, you can actually see the door, and then you see the paneling. And so I was wondering if that space there would be sufficient for the election board. I have talked with Cassie about it, and they're willing to give up that space if it would allow them to be able to stay in their other area. I think it's bigger than what you have now.
Way bigger, but it doesn't have the security that they would like for us to have. Most of our information is public knowledge. It's not the information, it's the technology, and they want security for. They don't want somebody to bully their way into our office without.
Well, what we were discussing yesterday was that door that goes from Katina's office into that room, to close that off, which would then allow her more space to put filing cabinets or whatever there. And then you would have the access from actually out in the hallway to your office, so there'd only be the one entrance into the election
But
board.
there's like in Rexanne doesn't have this either, but in the DHS office, you walk into that little foyer kind of thing, and they can't go any further. You know, somebody has to either come in, let them in, or.
But I mean, that's kind of the case in all of our offices, though, really.
Yeah,
I
they're in
mean,
an office here that.
and to be honest with you, they're dealing with
That's true, but.
criminals. I mean, to be honest with
Right.
you, I'm just going to say it, but it's true. So
My concern is that Cassie will need that space again at some point.
Well,
She, I don't know. The OSU has the largest area in our entire courthouse.
And-
Pretty much has that whole floor. She's got
They
3
used to have
offices.
the whole thing.
Yeah, and a kitchen. I mean, you know, her office is huge. There's no reason that space couldn't be divided. I mean,
And we talked about too, when I had somebody come up and look yesterday, if there's still a way that we can change some of the plans for what we're gonna do up there. That other office we use a lot for little meetings and stuff like that we do with the 4-H kids in classrooms and stuff. Which we have the fairgrounds now too, but there's a lot of times that I just have all week next week I'm just having record book stuff with one-on-one with kids. And if there's ever a time that we get a second person back up there, they would obviously go in the same office that I'm in. So we'd like to take that kitchen, which is our soils lab also, and take that that center island out of there, which would be, I think it'd be pretty simple to do with what we're doing. And it would take away some of the cabinetry work that they're going to have to do, and the countertops and those kind of things. But that would open that room up to where we would be able to put that big table back in there and use it more as a resource and meeting room.
Who's on next?
Okay, whoever, I don't care. Robert,
If we, and I still hate the idea because as many years as I was up there, I know how, and things were different then, but I know how much space it takes to do everything we need to do up there. If push comes to shove and we end up in that office, is there the possibility of having built-in storage other than just the closets?
There's three, which Robin knows this because like she said, she lived there for 3 years. There's 3 separate little closets in that room. The one closet we've taken pretty much everything out of because when they did the heat and air, they went in that closet with some of the piping and stuff that goes in there. So that closet really isn't very usable anymore per se. The second closet is where the entry into the office would be. And then the third closet, of course, is still a closet, but it's also the evacuation to the 4th floor or down from the 4th floor. So
The third closet.
Can't
Yeah, the
store
third
anything
closet.
on the floor there.
So yeah, so you can't really pack stuff into that. You wouldn't be able to sit your little scanner machines on the floor in there. The other thing that we looked at a little bit is if they're going to take those big cabinets out of the hallway because they're too tall for where the ceiling needs to go in. Is there any way that we could go back in there with like some cabinetry or something for a little bit of storage?
I wouldn't see why we couldn't.
Well, I don't know. I think we need to. We can all get to be pack rats, and I think it's time that we clean stuff out. And I don't think we need to keep absolutely everything. I mean, we have gone to so much stuff being digitalized that I think that everything. And I know you've got a lot of brochures and pamphlets and stuff, but I don't think you need to store a lot of those. You have one of each one or whatever. And
well,
then,
in the brochures and pamphlets, we've definitely downsized that stuff, and we still are. I mean, we're still going through stuff that's 40 and 50 years old. It's ridiculous, but I think I've actually found some stuff to go to across the street to the museum. It's crazy. So, but my biggest thing is a lot of the stuff that we have that takes up our room is curriculum, and it's curriculum that I use. I mean, it's not. I mean, I can go through every tub and tell you what I use it for and when we use it and stuff like that. We've definitely downsized and still are. I mean, we've been taking loads out constantly, but we just, and you can talk to any extension office and they're all going to tell you that they either have some type of storage unit or they have a basement that they have a good amount of space in. I mean, it just takes a lot of room for the curriculum and stuff that we have. But we are definitely getting rid of.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got 8 filing cabinets that are up for grabs for anybody that wants them because all of that stuff that they used to keep on paper, if I haven't opened that drawer, it's probably been thrown away.
well, another thing that we are going to have are these 2 buildings that we're moving in, and we don't know what we're doing with, so that'd be storage as well. So I mean, we haven't made that decision yet.
With X amount of footing up there, and I don't know, I haven't been up there, but the only thing that's sacred is a burying wall. Can the walls be reconfigured, moved, taken down to say, well, we got a little space here, and if we take this wall down and move it over there, that everybody can come up with enough square footage that makes them. We've got the doors that are there and the frames that are there. Basically, are the walls sacred to where we can't move them at all?
That's kind of one of the things that I was thinking about there behind the elevator is that it's. I don't want it ever to get back to the way it was. I mean, you've been up there where there was a curtain across, and if you peek through those curtains, there was stacks of stuff. I mean, we don't want it to go back to that by any means ever. I mean, Katina and I are very excited that things are going to be fresh and clean when we come back here. So we don't want it to get back to that, but it seems like wasted space that we'd like to be able to actually do something with. And if not for us, for the election board, I mean, they could put their stuff in that. If we could wall it off somehow or make it to where it would be.
Well, I will just say, space, we have 4 people in this office, and we have 4 people in that office, and I don't see why 2 people can't be in an office and 2 people in an office. I mean, you know, and you've got three people in your office, and your office is smaller than these other offices. I mean, it might not be ideal, but I don't think we all need large offices. I mean, I think that we've got a lot of open space, and I think you can put 3 or 4 people. I mean, I haven't been in a courthouse. You go down to Enid to the courthouse, and they'll have 10 or 15. I mean, their desks are literally back to back, you know. So, I mean, I think we've definitely got plenty of space for everyone.
My question is not about the space. My question is about is secure storage. Will there be an opportunity to have that added to?
So you think our whole entire courthouse is unsecure?
No, this is a recommendation from a government security internet webinar that we had, that the e-scan machines need to be behind lock and key all the time, and the ballots before the election need to be behind lock and key. So we need storage to be able to do that, and I want it to look nice in your office.
Right.
So the best I'm just going to say it, but to me the best and safest storage in the courthouse is the 4th floor, because nobody can get there. So could we put that stuff up there?
We can all get there.
Well, we can.
All of us have a key, but you're going to lock your door.
That's not the point. It's the
Well, we all have that problem, because they tell me the same thing,
Right.
that all my servers and everything else is supposed to be under lock and key.
Yeah.
It is not.
I would like for mine to be. I'd like for my e-scans to be, and the ballots to be under lock and key. To me, it's not that big of an issue. Here, you know, it's us. I'm not worried about us, but our trainers, our regional coordinators said, should there ever be a question, and they can say, well, this wasn't under lock and key.
So maybe the
This wasn't
state,
under lock
well,
and
if
key.
we get to that point, maybe the state can step in and help you with the security of that, with some lock and keys. No, okay.
They would do any kind of technology that we needed. They would do any of that, but I don't think anything that would be dedicated to the courthouse they would be willing to do.
How big of an area are you talking about needing?
For storage,
What do you have now? I mean, what do you have in your office right now?
our office isn't quite as long as this, not half as long as this. And
So,
we
I mean,
just
do you
that
have it
wall
is it lock and keyed right now, your storage?
padlocked.
Security, that's
Okay, so
what
it's
she's talking.
padlocked. So something like that would serve you, right? If-
It would, but if
So-
we have a brand
so, I
new
mean, if you-
courthouse, why would we put something that crappy looking in it?
So I mean, if they could partition off part of the room upstairs that you're going into with a
Why would
secure
you have
door,
to
would
do
that
that?
be sufficient?
That would be yeah. But all I'm concerned about is cabinetry that I can push my rack of e-scans into and store the
Yeah, you said something earlier about you were wanting to buy some racks or
for
something.
the
Yeah,
e-scans.
so,
And if the cabinet's designed correctly, then they just roll right back into the cabinet and you shut the door and they're secured that way. So
Well-
I'm not saying I need another room. I just need some cabinetry to store things in.
So that might be
Something
something.
kinda like what's behind you that can
something-
be locked
So
under key.
that might be something you put in your budget.
Yes.
You know, once we decide, I think what we're trying to decide today is the DHS office, and obviously we need to kind of make some other decisions. But the bid that we have out there right now was redoing his current office and adding a wall and some security. And if we're going to move him out of that, then we don't need to do that to that other office. So it's going to save us money if we use what we've already got that style
Budget.
in there. So,
So
it'll.
if you move him, then would that?
Well, that's what I was
also be
thinking.
available to her?
We
Would that-
we haven't heard from everybody here yet.
Because
So
I want it.
yeah. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've never had a jury room, just a jury room, but our
well,
other
you
problem-
did. You had the DHS was your
Right,
jury
and
room.
then- yeah, and then, but, two, we don't have enough space for our dockets for attorneys to meet. We don't have any other conference room. We've had to stick people in our vault before so attorney can talk to his client in private. We've had to move our court reporter out before so they could use her office to speak in private. If we had that for our jury room / conference room, I mean, that would help us out too. And, you know, both judges would like to see the jury room right there. The DA's office would be upstairs, so we wouldn't have any witnesses on our floor. That's always been the biggest problem. But since he goes up there, that solves our problem. And our jury can be on the same floor as we are.
Okay.
My thought was, it's usually better to do that to put the cabinets in when you're redoing the room. That's just what I was thinking, if that would be an option to include in that, whatever they're gonna do to that room.
We're
And
not
it's not
doing any cabinet work.
They were not?
Not doing any
Okay,
cabinet
all right.
work.
Well,
I mean,
that
that's
answers my question.
yeah. That like I know every office has done their own. I know we've used the Oklahoma not prison
OCI.
system. OCI. Thank
Yeah,
you.
you're
Yeah,
welcome.
yeah. The OCI and then Penny's bought hers from. Yours wasn't OCI. Was your OCI your furniture OCI furniture?
13 years ago it was.
Yeah, but
Not
what
the recent, Stillwater.
Still.
It was Stillwater furniture.
So you just bought
From the
furniture.
desk.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
furniture.
no cabinets.
Yeah, right. So anyway, there's some other options, but we probably need to make that decision. But today, the decision I think we need to make is, so if we need to change our bid if we're going to move the district attorney's office.
Well, I think it's going to change your bid too on what happens on the third floor because you're going to have to
Open that door up.
you're going to have to open that door and close the door between Katina's office and that office, and then if we can, I mean, I think you'd save money by getting rid of that island and opening that up for us.
Well, we can surely, if we move Stephen up to the DHS, that makes sense because of the security part. Then we can take and either move the election board or give it to Dina for which that kind of makes sense too, using it for a jury room. But if we can add a wall or something security wise, or even
I was thinking maybe just that's kind of a deep closet, and you could put a door or a half door or something between the outside door and actually in the office.
Why does it have to be a cabinet? Can it not just, can they not put up just like a fake wall with a door that has a lock where she can
Well, I didn't think. I thought, why not just cabinets? I thought you said you didn't need a room. I thought you just needed cabinets. Are we back to you needing a room?
Yes.
You need a room.
We need a room to be in. We need an office.
No,
We need
no,
an
no.
office.
Yes, I get that. No, I get that. No, no. Do you need a room for your machines? Your machines. You don't.
Cabinets.
Okay, that's that.
Okay.
Yeah. No, no. Yeah.
You need a room with a view.
Yeah. Well, I think that would be easier. But
I
I
do
think,
too.
but I think that the cabinets. I'd rather do it. I don't think we need to do the cabinets. And I get your cabinet needs, and we can probably do that. But I would think maybe the best thing would be to move the DA's office up to the DHS and let Dina have that. And we're not going to put in that
Right.
wall. Go in and open up that door and close the door, and then after that put your cabinet, figure out, we can do cabinets as an addendum to the deal till we figure out what kind of cabinets we need. I don't think we can figure that out. We're supposed to open bids like here the
is it the
11th or something, so they're
11th.
gonna try to send an addendum so we can stop that one
right.
deal. But we'll have to add, and taking out the island sounds like a good idea. That'd probably save us some money, but we need to get that down on paper. But I think we'd hold off on the cabinets till we could figure out what you need, because we need some time to figure out what you need.
So, what's going to happen on the third floor? Are they still looking at peeling off all the paneling?
The
redoing-
outside paneling. I don't think the. I'd ask.
and
Beck-
redoing all the electrical,
on the
right.
outside walls, yes. Yeah, all that's
and
gonna
then they're put back sheetrock.
on the outside.
Okay.
Yeah,
And then
And
redoing
so-
the bathroom. I
and the
think.
bathroom's got some stuff
So,
going on with
so
it.
since they're tearing all that stuff out, is it possible that we can look at reconfiguring the office space up there?
We're not tearing the walls out. No, the office space is. No, we're not tearing everything out.
It's like there's
Just
a
the
cement wall and then it has lap on it.
like
and then they
here,
put the-
yeah, like
and
the
then they put-
outside walls.
So this is just like the paneling's
Right.
just like a facade.
Yeah, but the walls, the rooms, the office rooms are
So
staying.
they're staying in that.
Yes, yes
configuration.
they are. Yes, they are.
Okay.
Yes.
And some of the paneling up there is newer.
Yeah,
and
that
it
the
looks nice.
the paneling, yeah, on the walls looks
Yeah.
pretty nice. It really
It
does.
is.
Well, it's cut up. It wouldn't have been how I would have designed it.
Yeah. No, you've got
Sleeves and
three. You got 3 offices. That one area would be a huge area for all your file cabinets.
It's sort of a 4 offices with a open area in
Yeah. So.
So is it not, I'm not trying to push you out, but is there not an option for the OSU to go to the fairgrounds or not?
I don't like that option. I'm not. All of our business is here. Katina is down in the treasurer's office and the clerk's office, sometimes 3 or 4 times a week, but definitely at least once a week. Our bank is here, the post office is here. Our business is here, so I would really prefer to stay, and that's why, I mean, I'm more than willing to give up some space because I know it's a need, but we would really like to stay in Medford.
So.
Okay. Okay, I guess we've heard from all the officers that are wanting the space.
Wait a minute. Nobody said they wanted the election office.
Hey, there we
That's where you could lock and key your
Well,
machines. and
that's
then you have to
actually
take
a
them
very
in and out of
good-
your
take them
third
upstairs.
floor.
That
You
is
know,
a
that's
pretty good
actually
idea.
That's an idea.
that is actually an idea.
The assessors are gonna try to get it, you know that, right?
Yeah.
They can have everything but her lock and key.
Well, you know, really, that is a good place to put it.
And
Because
we
then
wouldn't
she's
have
not
to
dragging
haul
them up and
them.
down the
Yeah, you really, that is a good place to keep it and keep that, but don't let the assessors in it, keep that locked. Keep that, you know, I'm sure they'd be wanting to your ballot so they could double vote.
No, I just really
No,
worry
I'm
about
teasing,
them.
you know.
Oh,
So,
but didn't you say that they were getting ready to change the machines or something? Or am I imagining that?
updating your machines.
Is the machines going to be the same size? I know that you used to take out the whole machine and now you're just using the computers, right? That you take out to the election places?
We take out that suitcase size.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's what you're wanting to store in the...
And ours didn't work in Lamont.
No, we didn't, and I even made a trip out there to fix it, and I didn't. I learned something this election, how to fix a machine that doesn't work. But I learned it after the election.
So, I think that'd be probably the best.
I do too.
So
That-
do we need a motion to, what we need to do to update our bid?
Well-
It's mainly to move our bid, yeah, we
We
have.
probably ought to have it.
Relocation of offices, right there it is.
We
So
probably
we're-
ought to have a motion
Okay.
to give direction that what we decided to do
Okay.
about moving.
Are you good with the DA to the DHS, close off that door and open that door for the election board and let the court clerk have that other room?
Yeah.
And leave the election board office here. I think we need that in the motion just so nobody thinks they're gonna have it. We can always change it. Okay.
Okay, yeah, I do too.
I would make
entertain
I make the motion to move the DA's office to the DHS and to wall off the OSU East office and open that one door for the election board, and to reserve the current DA's office for the court clerks, and to still maintain the current election board office for the election board.
Storage, yeah.
That's for
Okay.
storage.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
And remove the island in the kitchen area of the OSU.
Okay. Okay, I'll second that. It's been moved and seconded to move the DA up to the DHS and to wall off and move the election board up there into the OSU and wall off the east door or east room of the OSU office for the election board. Retain the old election office down here for them to store their machines and stuff, and to let the court clerk have the old DA's office for a jury room, and remove the island in the OSU office. And I'll second that. All in favor?
Hess,
Aye.
Bobbit,
Aye.
Bite.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Is it time for a dance now?
Can I ask a couple of questions, Max, about
Yes.
the renovation? Because we're trying to
Okay.
organize upstairs, and it is a fairly big nightmare up there. But are we getting dumpsters soon? Because we keep filling up the trash cans,
Yeah.
or the little dumpster out here between all of us, and then we can't take anything out, and so the trash is sitting up there, and it looks tacky. And then I also wondered, are they putting in new doors when they are doing new doors?
I
when they
guess
do the-
I
the
can't
entrance
remember.
door.
Yeah, just the entrance
Just-
door. They're
that's
going to
all-
be.
that's the only one I'm worried about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they're like a glass.
They're a
more
glass-
like a business.
Yeah.
structure, like what we have
and
in
they've got
Cincinnati.
gun retardant, not a gun. It's not going to be the thick,
Fully bulletproof.
full
Gun
bulletproof, but
resistant.
it's got a retardant that if
Right.
you know.
And then I guess we were kind of wondering if there was somebody that could maybe tell us, like, in the cabinets in the kitchen, because we're trying not to take everything out of there just because it's a lot. So, like, in the cabinets in the kitchen, does anybody know what they're going to do in there, or can I leave stuff stored in those cabinets? I mean, we've already cleaned everything out. We were just going to put stuff that we didn't need back in there if we were
They're,
able
I
to.
can't. They're doing something
I
on
thought they were
those.
painting them.
Yeah, I can't. I think
And
they're
new
they're
countertop.
new. They're painting them or something. So no, you probably, because when they paint
Better
them,
get it all
you probably
out.
better get it all out. And
Okay.
if you know, we're still picking up stuff. Like today, it's raining, so we can probably pick up if you've got more stuff that we can need to go burn or something.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know what all you.
I don't really have a lot of paper stuff yet. I mean, I can go through some more, but I don't have.
What are you trying? What do you need a
This is
dumpster
like
for?
trash. This
Oh.
is like 3 or 4 bags of
This
stuff
trash that's
going
been
away.
gone.
Yeah.
Well, Scott used to haul that too. Don't you have a
yeah.
dumpster up there? Can you haul
We
it up
have
there?
but ours is usually full for
Oh.
we have enough stuff we put in it, but the construction people have taken their dumpster, right?
Mhm.
I don't know. Does Medford have a dumpster that we could ask if we could maybe take some extra, have some extra?
behind the civic center.
Yeah, we can call
Would
them.
why don't we
They usually have
call?
them for spring cleaning.
Yeah.
But
Why don't we
But usually
call?
they're full.
Call Dia and ask
go
her.
by
Yeah,
there.
why don't we call? Because I'll tell you, my biggest problem is on weekends people come and put stuff in
Right.
mine, and then I come to work and it's full. And that's
Mhm.
we've started at certain times. We started having to roll our dumpster in the weekends so nobody can fill it. It didn't. Not only did they fill it full, then they let it fall everywhere. But why don't we check and see if we've got some extra room, or maybe we just need to ask them to bring us another
Yeah.
dumpster for a while. I don't know, but I don't know where we'd put it.
I mean, I guess, does everybody else still have a lot of stuff to be cleaning out?
Well,
Like,
that's an
We
interesting
do.
question about the cabinets. They're not gonna do anything to my cabinets, right? That's-
No.
I don't think so.
No.
That was just a
No,
I mean,
hers is kind of in poor shape,
Uh-huh, yeah.
and so
And they're a
The-
painted
yeah, the
cabinet
countertop.
already.
yeah,
countertops
they're
are
they're
bad.
they're kind of in poor shape. But we didn't want to go in and redo. That's everything. So we just gonna put a fresh coat of paint. But
She
no,
had
here's
nice-
on.
Yours are nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are good.
Yeah. So okay.
And we could ask Scott if we get a dumpster, if we could put it in this parking lot right here or
Yeah,
something
that
maybe.
might. We gotta have it where they can get up to it though. And I don't know
Oh.
if you could put it in that
Yeah,
last
that may not
parking
work.
spot where I usually park. Maybe I don't know if they'd let us set it there.
Yeah.
Or could we put it where Kyler had their dumpster up there, kind of against?
But
the-
see, that was a special deal. That wouldn't be dumped every week. That was
Oh,
just
I see.
roll-off.
Yeah. I
it's a
gotcha. I
roll-off.
gotcha. Yeah.
But if they would allow us to dump some extra, how much? I mean, is it every week you're going to have 3 extra bags
No,
or?
and once we get through it, I mean, it'll be over.
Oh,
So,
okay.
I mean, if the city has some, that would work great. If we can, I mean, even if we could make some type of, deal with Scott that once we got it, we could take it to his truck on certain days or something.
Yeah.
I mean, we can make some kind of
Yeah.
arrangements to make
Call,
that
why
work.
don't you work with the city of Medford and
Okay.
see if that's a
Because at some
possibility?
point, there will be no more trash.
I have
Yay! Yay!
We know people there.
It's
We'll
either
call.
going to the closet or across the street.
No, I'll call and talk to Dia.
Okay, item 7, new business. Cindy, do you have any new business? Dean, do you have any new business?
Nope.
Cindy?
Nope.
I don't either. Item 8, commissioners' comments.
Well, we've had some rain, and we're going to start over on taking care of our roads. We did get our bridge top poured on our little bridge, and just waiting for it to cure out so we can finish the road going up to it. We've got other bridges to start looking at and repairing, with harvest right around the corner, where it's going to be a challenge to get much done with them. As always, we've got a lot of little bridges that just are falling apart. Other than that, we're hauling some rock and hauling some shale to various places. That's about all I got.
Okay. Cindy, what do you have?
We've had a pretty good rain. We've had anywhere from a ½ inch to an inch across our district, so everybody was in today. We had a safety meeting this morning, talking about the machinery safety and some different things. We're got our spray rig up and running, and we should, if weather pending, we should start spraying our roads to our cemetery starting tomorrow. And that's pretty much what we've got going on.
Okay. Well, I'm going to ditto the rain part. It depends on where you're at, how much you got, but we had some rain. Want to thank Dean for setting in an acting commissioner for District 3. Election results, and we're sorry for the losers, and we're happy for the winner. So it is what it is. We appreciated your time and everything that you've done in the stead for the resigned commissioner before. So,
Well, it's been my pleasure. I've learned a lot, and I appreciate y'all showing me the way and answering questions. Sometimes I didn't know if like I said, and being very helpful. It's been my pleasure to be up here with everybody, and like I said, we'll see y'all around. So
okay, sounds good. We too are getting our sprayer up and running. We've been out 2 days and sprayed already, and we're hauling rock and we're laying some shale. Normal business for the road districts, and stuff. That's about all I have. Item 9, adjournment.
I make a motion that we adjourn.
I'll second that.
It's been moved and it's been seconded at 10:22. All in favor?
Hess.
Aye.
Bobbitt.
Aye.
Right.
Aye.
Motion carried. Thank you all for coming.
No, it ain't.
Oh, it's not on there?
No.
Oh, no.